Alright, folks. Here we are. We are live. Just get my chat up and running here. It's hiding from me. There it goes. Gotta wait for Vintage Story to finish loading in. I see General Efficiency already lurking in the viewers there. At least that's what my chat's telling me anyway. Behold, we are on the server. And there's my wife. She snuck up on me. Oh, that's hilarious. The health bar mod is... Oh, right. I forgot. I still have all the mods installed for my Frozen... Or for my new, like, pole-to-pole playthrough. And the client-side ones are working. That's great. So I have health bars now for people. Hilarious. Hilarious. Alright. What day is it? It's May. It's still like late spring, early summer here, dear. Do I have a stick? Stick. Alright. Do I have any earthworms now? There should be some worm bait down in the storage vessels down below there, dear. Any worms? I'm gonna have to go down to the forest and fight the bears for the wormy bits. Oh. I see Leaf's been working on his farm. That looks like wolves. Yes, vintage. That is right, General Efficiency. I'm streaming the vintage stories tonight. And, I'm sure you saw my post. Modded server coming back in the very, very near future. As my host that I use for the modded server has finally figured out, wait a minute, I know how to fix these problems. Oh, these are dead. I was coming over here to lure those wolves into the pit, and they're already dead. Alright, well that's good news. I didn't even check. What's Rift activity at right now?
Hey, what's the hotkey to get the map up?
M?
Huh?
M for the map?
No, I mean the mini-map.
I don't remember. I think it's like Y or something. General Efficiency, do you remember the hotkey for the mini-map? You know what? I'll just check the controls. Settings. Interface? F6.
There we go. That's better.
There you go, folks. In case you need to turn the mini-map on and off, F6. I see General Efficiency over there. He's hanging out in his house, spying on us. You know what? Just because I want to go over here and poke the hornet's nest, so to speak. Whose farm is this? General Efficiency, did you put a farm over here? This looks like a new farm. Huh. You've expanded your farm to this hilltop. I see you're just building lots of little hilltop farms. Looks like. Also, be careful though. The hares cannot comprehend the hilltop farms. You know what? That's not the worst I've heard. But do be careful. This farm, I'm going to warn you, last time I was over in this neighborhood, had some unpleasant guests nearby. right here. You see this lovely little cave right here? See that cave? See the cave? The cave glows. So just beware. You have neighbors. They are not friendly neighbors. Yeah, that's the glow cave. Glow cave is very crawly and full of mean things. You threw a leaf in there? That's amazing. It's low rift activity, and of course I walk into like the one rift that is spawned. Alright. Time to get some bait. Fish and bait. Fish bait. Why do you resist me, fish bait? Definitely heard a drifter somewhere. Have we like dewormed this area? Hmm. Hmm. You normally don't have this much trouble getting earthworms. Is it too cold right here for earthworms?
It would tell you if the ground was frozen.
It's definitely not frozen. But, like, definitely getting like 0 earthworms. Okay, that got some. General Efficiency says the worms went to Michigan. Okay, got 3 out of that one, and then they stopped spawning. Alright.
But the worms are snowbirds. What do you say?
Yeah, if you're saying the worms are snowbirds. Alright, we got 4. I ended up with 4 worms.
Better than no worms, I guess.
It is better than no worms. Alright. Let's go see if we can't find a few more jack-o'-lantern mushrooms. Nope, none there. Hmm. I wonder if it's because it was just raining. Nope. Maybe it needs to be more of this green. Hmm. Hmm. At this rate, I'm going to have to start making bait. Hmm. What about down here? Because I know there are a number of like factors that like affect how effective worm grunting is. Like I know it's better in forested areas. Oh, got some mushrooms. Of the non-poisonous variety. Alright, what do we got here? Blackberries. My European friend group finally got their vintage story server up and running. They forgot how to play almost entirely, so now you're guiding them through it surprisingly. I mean, that's kind of awesome. You now get to be like the learned and experienced vintage story player. Nice. I mean, it feels good to find a lantern that quickly in the game. So, are they playing with any mods, or are they playing vanilla? Modded, nice. Is that the look of a cave? Nothing in it, just a little cave. Okay, I'm gonna head back with the worms I did manage to get. You know, it'd be cool. I wonder if you can set up like a worm farm. Like, or if someone's made a mod for that. I know that Primitive Survival, which is a mod I use when I'm playing, typically, has a method for modding, or it has a method for using earthworms and stuff that you can get from that mod to like make compost and stuff and fertilizer. You're using that class mod so you're a farmer now? Okay. It'd be quite interesting to use that mod when we do another reset. Primitive Survival? Yeah, I actually plan to. Oh, you mean the class one? Yeah, we can add some of the class mods. Because I was already thinking of doing it fairly heavily modded. Which class mod is it? Because there's several mods for classes. Is it Aldi's classes or whatever? Or is it one of the other ones? Oh, okay, yeah, Aldi's classes, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's one that I've seen a lot of talk about because it also has like a chef or something and some others. There's also like the working classes, I think. Yeah, my wife heard me say chef and she's like, "What?" She's interested now. Now she wants the class
Chef,
mod.
farmer, what?
Yes, chef and farmer class mods are classes added by a certain mod set here. That's right. And they do things like if you're a chef, you have a chance of making foods that are better than their standard output and last longer and stuff like that. Well, I was going to ask about doing a reset anyways because I know several people want to use some of like the world gen mods that affect how the world gens like rivers and Terra Pretty and all that. Um, and if we're going to do that, we would have to do a reset to regenerate the world. which, you know, I'm fine with if people want to do that. This is your rotten son? That's a very big... Is that a... What is it? A gar or a surgeon? Also, I need to go feed my character. Yeah, he's adopted. But what kind of fish is it? Is it a sturgeon? Is it a gar? Is it a catfish? He's got little whiskers like catfish. Sturgeon? Okay. Nice. I'm gonna go feed my character real quick. It hit me when you caught it, so I taxidermied it. Amazing. But yeah, no, there's several mods I want to add. Like, I want to add the Fantasy Creatures mods. I want to add Feverstone Wilds. And some others that just...
Empty water out of the bowl.
You control right-click to empty water out of a bowl, dear. But I want to add a bunch of mods that that encourage like travel and stuff as well. Yes, I see you've put the aged armor stands around to remind me of whatchamacallit, Voices of the Void. Yeah, like I'm also gonna add like the airships mod, the shipwright mod, you know, all that. Yeah, there's the earthworms. Yeah, let's see, you're fresh for 25. Dead Pollock. Yeah, that's an armor stand. I saw the armor stand. My wife sold you out and told me that you'd done this, by the way. Yeah, she told me that you were up to shenanigans. So, I'm not crazy shocked, but I do like it. I actually appreciate it. It really makes me feel Voices of the Void right now. She saw you do it. Oh, man. I appreciate the trying to play innocent, though. Actually, no, I was going to grab that bear skin. Yep. Put that in there. But yeah, like, I'm also going to add a mod that adds bounties to traders so that the traders will trade specific things and post bounties occasionally of things they're looking for. I think I might add like the coinage mod as well to let us mint coinage and stuff. I'm definitely going to add the player shops mod, which basically lets you set up shops where people can come in and buy stuff. With the idea that we'll basically set up like people in different locations. Hey, that's all right. That you've mostly been on the European server. That there's a lot of people that are needing guidance. That's cool. That's fine. You know. Oh man, it only required one. Heck yeah. All right, sweet. Today they tried capturing a bear in a pit, and then they forgot to remove the ladders. Oh. Oh my. That sounds like they had an experience. There you go. Doesn't you like my nice hide carpet floor? I could do nothing but watch because a fish had just killed me and I had to grab my stuff. Oof. Oof. Alright, I should look at the recipes for snake bait. Let's see here. I got killed by the fish because I was low health after being struck by lightning. Yep, that'll do it. So you need licorice or fennel, water, and dough. Okay. Alright. That's not too bad, actually. What am I doing inventory-wise? I definitely could use more cattails. Running away from you, cattail. But yeah, now I kind of want to build the next server to definitely encourage people to do a lot more traveling. And I'm also going to use like the Better Ruins mod. And I'm thinking about adding like the Dungeons mod. Because I kind of want to encourage more like dungeons and exploration and stuff too. And I also want to see you fight a treant from the Fantasy Creatures mod. So, you know. There we go. Alright. Here we go. But yeah. We'll do that. We'll also have X skills on there. So we have more ways to like level up and specialize our characters and stuff. Have you posted the clip in the channel? I'll have to look at that. The only way to fish without using a pole. Spear fishing. I'll have to go check out that clip here in a second. Firearms mod? Maybe. I'll think about the firearms mod. We're not going to go too crazy with some of that stuff. Definitely do crossbows, though. It may be combat expanded. Or whatever it is, the combat mod. It's kind of the inspiration for the armor changes coming in 1.23. I'm also going to include Rustbound Magic. These have a contraption where I can pull off 5 knock guns at once with a string. Oh my goodness. Alright. That's a pretty good number of cattails. Alright. I'm going to put my torch in here for now. Take the carp with me. Cattails in here too. The other thing I need to do is I actually think I want to change the roof of my hut over here. It's one of the things I've been thinking about. Kind of want to change the design on the house. Because I was trying to go for like a sort of Adobe style house here, but it's not really working out the way I wanted. I got you, Fisher. Then get horrifically maimed like that one French guy trying to kill someone, but never happens. Oh goodness. Oh, that's Phil. I'm gonna take this rod out of here and replace it with a fish. Okay, dear. I took a rod out of there and replaced it with a fish.
Yeah, I gotta go cook a lot of food right now.
Yeah, you should have plenty of cooking space. There's the rock. That's where I was storing it. I was storing it somewhere. Do you need more dirt to expand your farm? I mean, you have
it
some.
hurt. What I need to expand the farm right now, honestly, are more seeds.
But you have seeds. Yeah, flax and stuff. You have a lot of flax. You got some turnips, some spelt, and some onion seeds. You not check the crates I put next to your farm?
Huh?
Have you not checked the boxes at your farm?
I have.
Did you also have more?
The 2 boxes?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've used those.
you've used all the seeds out of them.
I did. Yeah.
What about the dirt and the fencing?
Not yet, because that's a whole.
Hmm. 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 All right. Well, what do I want to do next? Need some more boards. There we go. Boards. I also need to find some limestone. I feel like we found some limestone somewhere. It's all granite up there. Small ruins up that way. No, apparently I haven't seen limestone. I mean, that might. No, that's granite. No, that's not. What is that? It might be sand. It was desert-like. No, we don't have tin bronze currently, no. I'm watching the lightning right now outside. I mean, where's the iron mine? Roughly, give or take. And is this the iron mine that's, like, in the devastation? Quote unquote.
I think if it passed.
My wife says she doesn't want to join an a mining expedition to the devastation. That's right, that's what I was going to use. That's why I wanted stuff. It's not in the devastation, it's on the edge. Okay, that makes it so much better. Yeah, and for the rest of chat, General Efficiency has this unusual knack to find the story locations by accident. Such as the devastation. Yes, I know, you just happen to find your way into what you call Michigan, aka the devastation. I mean, you were almost carried off by the local wildlife in the form of, like, a giant bird. Definitely heard a shiver. There we go. Grab more of this dirt.
Really gonna need you to either expand the house
I'm
or
working on
do
it.
something with these hides.
I'm coming in there to work on it, dear. I was gonna actually do something with the hides. One of which was make some bear armor. I assumed you wanted more bear armor, yeah? Would you like some bear armor?
Sure.
I'm gonna need you to not put fish in the entranceway.
I didn't have anywhere else to put fish.
I mean, there's this whole like row like right here, next to the stairs. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope. There we go. Alright. Had to find the right combination there. Okay. And then to make bear armor, it is bones and rope. There we go. Alright. I need 8 bones. 8.
You need any of this bush meat in here?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. If not, I'm gonna cook it.
Okay, I have a present for you if you would like the present.
Oh.
We need to make the helmet. 2 bones, 1 rope. Oh, I can also use it to make bear tooth headband. Not that I'm going to wear that, but cool. That was too many cattails. There we go. Alright. I think this is it. Remember? Yes. There. Now I have a hat. And once the next bear hide finishes, we'll both have chest armor and all that. Do you have a full set of hunter's backpacks here?
No.
Would you like a hunter's backpack or 2?
I need 2 more.
Okay. I gotcha. Hold on.
Do I keep the armor stand out of this?
Yeah, give me a second. Okay, here's 100's backpack there. And here's your other one. Yep, came to me. There you go. I threw it at you. Go back to your corner. It's about over there. It's behind you.
Hold on, I've got both of them. I'm trying to find out where the first one's from.
Okay. Then I'll get rid of the thing for you. Eat some of this hearty fish stew that's almost spoiled. Alright, let me go back to what I was doing here.
Don't need what's in the crock right now, please.
Oh, you didn't want me to eat what was in that crock?
No, because I was going to take the crock down and put it in the cellar.
Well, it was 10% spoiled.
Okay, well, everything is like 10% spoiled right now.
Sorry. Okay, so I do need grass. I forgot we can use logs now, too. Need grass. Grass, grass, grass. Alright. Okay. Alright. You wanted me to get rid of Mr. Armor Stand here?
Mm-hmm. No, the one inside of the cellar is literally blocking the entrance.
I mean, you can walk through them. They're not solid. There you go. They're out of your way.
Where do I put these reed baskets?
But I like to recycle them into reeds.
Oh, how do you do that?
With a knife. In the crafting bar.
Hmm?
With the knife in the crafting window. There. I found a use for our armor dummies. I put them up on our roof.
Okay,
Like guards.
fine. I have no problem with this.
But yeah, you'll get like 5 reeds back if you recycle them that way. Okay, now where was I? It's here. Crafting. Okay. There it goes. Alright, so I'm going to need a couple corner pieces. Actually, that's something else I need. So, okay. I can do this. 1, 2. There. There's that. Let's start with that. And then I'm going to need... Where's this solid trapdoor? There it is. Solid trapdoor. Perfect. That was weird. Game. Game is definitely having some weird lag issue here. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Game. What is going on here? I am definitely getting some weird, like, oh, I've got a whole bunch of lag. That's what's going on here. Where'd my trap doors go? What? There we go. Alright. I've definitely got some crazy lag going on here. What is going on? Give me a second, folks. I'm going to have to disconnect from Vintage Story. Give me just a second. Let's see here. Let's do that. Now let's try to reconnect here. See if we can't figure out what's going on with my vintage story and why my server's like lagging out. Could be why I was seeing the seeds that my wife was saying she'd used up. Okay, and what's my ping now? Game. I know the ping isn't 0. Yeah, I'm definitely still like lagging like crazy here. I can tell. Alright. Okay, there we go. Sort of fixed. In the sense of I fixed what I was trying to fix. Alright. Yeah. Let me... Give me a second. I'm going to fix my vintage story. Give me a second there, folks. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. Alright. I'm still streaming. I just have to fix my vintage story. Hold on. Alright. Let's see here. Mods. Let's do that. That. Those. Come on now. Okay, well that works. Alright. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Good. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. That one. Yep. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, alchemy. Uh-huh. Alright. And yeah, I think that's it. That. Okay. Info. Just had a zoom button. Yeah, that looks like everything. Okay. Alright, let's see if that fixes the problem. I think it might have been a mod issue there, folks. Alright. Join server. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely some sort of mod conflict. As that joined almost instantly, comparatively. And my ping is still very high right now. Why is my ping still high? There it goes. Just leveled out. Okay. Alright. That needs to not be down here. General efficiency. Stop moving the armor's stands around. There are guards on the roof. I'm gonna put them in full armor. At some point. Okay, I can't see through you, dear, as you walk through me. Okay. There we go. Are you just, like, stuck on the wall there, General? Yeah. Why is my... Lag. Stop spiking. Good lord.
Hey, he looks up there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely still getting some lag spikes, but it definitely seems better than it was. Did you hurt yourself, General Efficiency? Alright. It looks like, for the most part, that's all solved. No, I'm still seeing the seeds in here. Spaghetti. My spaghetti. Some of your turnips ready, dear.
Yeah, I knew they were going to be ready soon. We've got to head out.
Carrots are coming along nicely. Here's our overly aggressive goat trying to get me. I see you, goat. But yeah, no, you still got seeds in that bottom crate.
Ew.
There's like 27 flax seeds in there.
Yeah.
And up above it, you've got 66 dirt. And we've got a rift opening up right there. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, a two-piece meal at a fast food chicken place costing like $11.99 is kind of crazy. But that's the world we live in right now. Hold on. This AI streamers thing is happening a lot. Good lord.
There's a large bear
What do you mean there's a
in
bug?
the lake. Might be chasing somebody.
Like, your efficiency type somebody, or?
Maybe.
Chasing.
Just let you know there's a bear.
Alright, well, let me come see said bear. Yeah, I see the bear. Doesn't look like it's chasing. I'm gonna go anger the bear. Hello, bear. I need a rock. Rock. I already picked up all the rocks around here. Rock. I had a whole stack of rocks in my inventory. Oh, I missed. Man, this bear. It's hard to hit. There we go. Got him now. Now he's mad. Just need the game to quit lagging. I'm gonna borrow your bear pit, General Efficiency, assuming I'm not dead. New prank idea. See how many bears and wolves you can fit in someone's house. I don't know, that's a good idea. How far did bear chase me? Bear did not chase me very far. Oh, there's a baby wolf down there. Alright, I need this lag to, like, stop. I don't know what's going on with my connection to the server tonight. Do be careful, dear. There's a bear right next to the house. Nope, it is currently chasing me in general efficiency, in theory. Still chasing us, or no? Oh god. It didn't fall in the pit. There it goes. It's in... Oh, nope. Who put ladders in the pit? No, that's a wolf. Alright, bear's dead. I'm just trying to figure out who left ladders down in the pit. I will check out the crocs in your cellar. Okay, eluded the bear. Oh, I didn't grab the bushmeat, apparently. There he goes. Alright. Yeah, I'll be over there and check out the crocs in a second. I'm gonna go put this stuff away real quick. I'm definitely still getting some lag spikes. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe I need to restart the server. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Got some more bushmeat. Okay. There we go. We're going to render this fat down, get this hide working. There we go. Alright, cool. Got that. Rest in peace, Jonas Flax. You would have loved the dishwasher. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, man. Well, that only takes one fat to oil the bear hide now. That's a nice change. Because that means I can actually save some fat. Something. There we go. That's the other thing I need to do. Where is it? Somewhere around here. Yep, there it is. One of those. 8 of these. Boom. There we go. That in there, that in there. keep the boards for now. That there. That there. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now back to what I was trying to do before we had the bear issue. Oh, goodness. That was a sudden lag spike. Alright. There's that. Actually, no, it doesn't really help me. Oh, we'll just put that away. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out something to do it. That packed earth at some point. Alright. Grab this rammed earth here. There we go. I was about to say, I know I didn't have enough rammed earth for that in their game. Alright, that's one of the things I'm going to have to do. That's going to require a bit of work. I have to go get my scaffolding, figure that out here in a second. But alright, I'm going to go lay down some more farmland. Oh, I was even working on laying down some more farmland.
Yep, I went to go get more.
I've got some more right here on me. So what were you thinking? Were you just going to go straight across here, or do you want to take this off? Or did you want to take it all the way to the shore here?
Why are you taking it to shore? Just, I was trying to minimize fencing.
No, we're going to need a lot of fencing either way. But what we can, I got some ideas of how we can do this. Like, we're not going to go, like, perfectly to the shore here. I'll show you. Oh, goodness, you startled the crap out of me there. I thought you were a bear coming out of the corner of my eye. Oh, goodness. I just saw this brown figure suddenly come vaulting out of, like, nowhere, and I was just like, oh god, bear! This was my gut reaction. Oh, goodness. The game's making me too jumpy. There we go. That's the dirt I've brought. So I'll go work on making some more fencing for us, okay?
Okay.
Do you care if the fencing, like, is mixed matched or whatever?
Not really.
Okay, cool.
I just care that there aren't rabbits in the field.
Understood. You just want lack of rabbits. I can work with lack of rabbits.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my last.
Okay. So there's some more fencing. I'll bring you some more fencing out there. I also got you another gate. Where would you like me to put the fencing? Do you want me to start fencing it in?
If you want to.
Because what I figured I'd do is just come along here.
Yeah, and if you want to leave this open area, that's fine.
Yeah. And then I figured we would put, like, the gate, like, right here. And we would just come along this way. Out of my way, plant. Are you starving? Like that?
Oh, I am indeed starving. What should we eat?
I was gonna say, it sounded like you were starving. I'll grab this fencing and that fencing. There we go. And what we can do is come along the back. And then I'll go grab a little bit more dirt, and we're going to even this out just a little bit. Kind of maximize our farm space here. Aren't we all starving for adventure? I mean, to some extent, yes. Who doesn't love a good bit of adventure? Let's see here. Just going to grab just a little bit more dirt. Just a wee bit more dirt. Level out this nice farm area.
Is this water on the other side enough of a barrier? We don't have to put that?
No, we're going to have to put a fence. That's why I'm bringing more dirt back. Quick drink. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Ridiculous. Why do I have a ceramic jug suddenly in my inventory?
You should thank your local general efficiency. Is your local, booze delivery. He does want the jug back, though.
Oh.
That one back. Take this one with me.
It's probably the best fruit I've had.
There we go. Nice. Alright, let's see here. I think this will be enough dirt to finish off my line that I was making. Now I just need to finish the fencing project. There we go. And then alright, a little bit more fence. Okay. I'd like a replacement leaf. Alright, well. A replacement seed. What am I saying? Good lord. What's up with me tonight? Hello, welcome. Aerosoldorf? That's a neat name. I like that. It's pretty cool. Go plant this cow parsley back here. There you go. We're working on expanding the farm right now. Alright. Let's see here. Get some planks. And then probably gonna need maybe 2 sets of fencing here. Maybe overkill. We'll see. Oh, I did need that. There we go. Alright, dear. There you go. Now, if you don't want rabbits to spawn in here, you will have to till all of this, or something like that.
Oh well, I gotta make another.
Oh, you need another hoe? Yeah. Well, I can make you one right now. That's my wife playing, by the way. And this is on my community server for people who might be new to the stream. I've got open to all members of my community to come in and hang out and play. In fact, we got general efficiency on right now as well. I invented the word around 45 years ago as the name for a mountaintop fortress that I designed for D&D. Awesome. Nice. I like it. I was going to say it felt very dwarfy. Maybe I wanted to till some ground and act like a farmer for a bit. My wife was telling me I could go do something else. You need more seeds? I was just trying to hurry it along.
Yeah, I do need more seeds.
Okay. Well, after we get done tilling, we'll, I'll go hunting for more seeds then. Here, let me make you another hoe or two. I'll make you a couple of hoes here.
Just stick them in the box if you want.
Well, we need to finish the tilling, otherwise rabbits will start spawning in the farm. They won't spawn on tilled soil, but they will spawn on untilled soil, even if it's fenced in like that. And I already know we've got one nosy bunny trying to get into our farm. Keep running him off.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That one's very good.
Yeah. So you've seen him around. With them shifty little bunny eyes. Looking at our crops. Although this is actually a great way to catch animals in the game. If you set up a farm and then just dig like a small trench around your farm that they can't get out of. Of course, as I till that one, the grass grows. So do you play a Vintage Story there, Addersoldorf? And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, do feel free to correct me. I'm gonna buy some berries for wine and chicken feed. Why are you buying berries, man? That's general efficiency in my in-game chat talking to me about buying berries to feed his chickens. A little over 7k hours. Awesome. Well, that's a lot more than I've got on record. Welcome to the stream. Just sitting here hanging out, working on our vanilla community server. Although we're actually going to be starting up a modded server. I finally figured out what was going on with my normal server host for modded servers. So we're going to be getting a modded server going soon. And working with my community to see what mods they want to run on there. There we go. I have enough. I don't know that my hoe is going to last long enough to get this done. Oh yeah, absolutely. It is, and it is free and open to anybody. You just got to join the Discord and ask to be made a member of the server. That's quite literally it. And I just whitelist you. All right, I need 2 more dirt and 1 more hoe. Finish this project. All right, I can make a flint hoe. There we go, and I should be able to use this to nap it. Yep, the granite will work fine for napping the flint. There we go. Nice. There. There. Excellent. 2 more dirt. 1 and 2. Beautiful. I really should have used that flint for my knife. There you go. I almost feel like the flint hoe is also slightly faster than the granite hoe. Anyone else feel that? And done. Alright, I think that's all the dirt tilled. Alright, farm expansion completed. Now we just gotta get seeds. More seeds. General efficiency and his shrimp jokes. There we go. Alright, cool. I really need to get another lantern going at some point, too. That'd be a good project. I can come over to... Yeah, general efficiency. I might come over to your little workshop area there and hammer out a lantern real quick. I put the leftover hoe in your work boxes over there, dear.
Okay.
Let's see, put that in there. Keep all that. That's all fine for now. I do need a new knife, though. Let's grab a little bit of flint. And a bone. Knife. There it is. There we go. Alright. Cool. Let's see here. I got some copper there. Got some more copper there. Yeah, I think I will go make a couple tools. Oh goodness. That's a lot of Botorn. Suddenly right outside the door. Hello, Shiver. Bye, Shiver. Didn't know I was walking out into the firing squad of Botorn today. Lagged for a second in your boat, and your sailboat did a barrel roll. Oof. I'm going to steal some of your brown coal to make some tools, okay? General efficiency. Let's see here. I left my copper ingot. Dang it. Alright, well. We can quickly fix that. Oh, this iron hammer is taking a bit of a beating. There we go. Alright, put that back. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll use a couple of the black coal. Okay, so we have 1, 2. I have 4 ingot molds I can use. Okay. So that's 3. There's 4. Yeah, alright, perfect. There we go. Getting chickens to incubate eggs is wacky. It can be a little wacky because they get easily spooked, so you kind of have to like give them this like weird amount of space where they'll sit on the eggs and lay and all that. The whole thing, like it's, and you gotta, oh yeah, they need to be fed a lot. It gets a lot easier once you kind of get them past generation 3 or 4. Once you get them up to generation 10, though, it's fantastic. Okay, so you're feeding them the mash. You can just feed them regular grain, you know? They'll just eat grain. What grain? Oh, you don't have any grain right now, do you? Okay, never mind. That's fair. That's fair. That's... Farming got... We kind of missed that first farm season, really. Uh, yeah, you had to feed Leaf through winter, didn't you? Alright. Let me check my thing here. Yeah, it's eating up nicely. I think that 2 pieces of black coal might have been just right. So having to get used to the adjusted mechanics of the fuels and blacksmithing and all that. But honestly, I love it. I love the improvements to the blacksmithing. Heck, I love the improvements to the berry bushes. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh no, they nerfed them." I'm like, "Yeah, so berry bushes do only produce like once a year, realistically, and they do take like a year to get established. And you do kind of have to keep them fertilized and happy." As someone who used to grow berries and harvest berries with my family and stuff, the whole thing. I'm gonna throw in one more piece of coal. Yeah, yeah, needed one more. I'm on day 10 playing with 30-day months, and I'm getting ready to plant 2 sacks of flax seeds and 1 of spelt and onions. Nice. Malefactor is fantastic. So I played Malefactor on the last server before we reset for 1.22, and honestly, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Malefactor. But yeah, no, that early farming rush is great, especially with Malefactor. And it's something that I think a lot of newer players, when they're first learning the game, I think it's something a lot of them miss out on. Is you kind of have to push for getting farming done, within your first year, preferably, so that you've got some food backpiled or back stockpiled for winter. I mean, you can survive winter without it if you're running like 9 or 12 day months. But if you're running 30-day months, winter without having gotten a farm that first year can be rough. So that's one of the things I do. As soon as I get into the game and start getting like my baskets and stuff going, is I'll start grabbing crop seeds that I see around, particularly things like flax. Oh yeah, especially those ore vessel drops are super cool if you're doing a lot of trading. Matter of fact, on our next modded server, I intend to increase the whole trading thing. It's down here. I'm gonna go explore. General efficiency's underground here. I found his loot. We should steal his rice. Or his birch seeds. Well, you got some considerate. There we go. What's he got in this one? He's got a large brass lantern there. Look at that. Some more brown coal. He's got lime. Where are you getting all this lime from, General Efficiency? Why do you have so much lime? Why is there muddy gravel there? Your lime island. Oh. He's got a secret lime stash he hasn't told us about. But yeah, no, malefactors are great for trading. And my son plays Vintage Story with me some. You might see him on streams occasionally. I'll show the chat your seller, don't worry. Alright, I'll go do that while I'm waiting for these bars to cool just a little bit more. You'll see him on here as Blazewing occasionally. He plays. And he learned the hard way that keeping a blackguard fed is really hard. Well, let's see here. You've got a 64 unit pile of rot. You've got some pelts in here that need to be done something with. You got some bushmeat, a couple eggs, some carrots. All right. You got some stew and stuff. Or you got some meat stew. You got some red meat with boiled carrot and onion. Hefty fish stew. Fish stew, fish stew, fish stew, fish stew. And you got hefty carrot and onion stew. A lot of carrots and onions. Then let's see here. You got a scroll, a jug, scroll, tuning cylinder, some antlers, metal parts. Overall, not a bad little seller. Lots of hefty stews though, which is good. Yeah, general efficiency is actually just, the new procedurally generated dungeons they added in the 1.22 update. General efficiency is quite literally just living out of one of them, basically. There we go. What about the black mold cellar? You mean all the way down? You want me to go all the way downstairs? Is that what you're saying? Down here? This one? I mean, this is like his wine room, or what he's using for his wine room, or leather room. I'm using the village's mod for the first time in a few years, and I think it's a little OP. I spawned near a village and found enough rusty gears to buy a bronze hammerhead and an iron pickaxe. Oh wow! I don't think I've ever played with the village's mod. I've played with the villager's mod that lets you build villages, but I've never played with the one that spawns them in. Lime, water, wheat, tannin. So this is like your tannery. What's in this bag? That was not what I wanted. That bag was empty. There it goes. Okay. So, Minecraft experience. Minecraft! Oh my goodness. I mean, look, I think we can all agree that Minecraft had its place in the gaming sphere, complete with, like, deleted borax. We wouldn't have Vintage Story without Minecraft, even if we all kind of moved past Minecraft. Oh yeah, looting villages. So this is your winery over here, and your fish that you're containing or working on curing. Please trust me and type not Minecraft in this chat bar and hit enter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, then here's the rest of the place down here. Have you been digging out further down here? Like, why are you all trying to get me to do this here? Why are you all trying to get me to do this? I feel like this is something I don't want to do. I'm on to you and your tricksy ways there, General Efficiency. It's an Easter egg the devs put in. I'm being attacked by something in here. Let me close that door. Okay, I'll try it. No, this is not Minecraft. Okay, alright. That's kind of cool. Alright. Alright. That's kind of neat up there. I mean, it's covering up my expanded thing there. Okay, my game crashing there, right there. It's not a bit. Yeah, I'll remove it just a second. That's kind of amazing. All right, back to my smithing. I don't know what's been going on with the server tonight. I've been getting a lot of like random little lag spikes myself there, General Efficiency. So I'm not sure if like the server is just misbehaving or something or what. We have to investigate that. All right, let's see here. Here we go. Do that. Get those heated up. And let's see here, candle. Yeah, so I still have to do beeswax. That's what I thought. Okay. So I will need to go get some bees. Oh, it's high rift activity out. What's working temperature on this? Working temperature is 542. Okay. I'm going to need the hammer. Yep. So, did it really boot you out of the game? Oh, yeah. I see that. It did boot you off the server for some reason. Weird. You haven't read the update notes, so you're basically blinding to figure out what changed. Fair enough. There's been a lot of good changes in this latest update, in my opinion. And they're definitely working on more good changes, in my opinion. Like, they've started teasing some of the stuff for 1.23, and I'm kind of excited about that. Oh yeah, no, the tipsy mushrooms are hilarious. There we go. That'll be good. Alright, so first things first, let's see here. I needed a couple of things. I do want a pair of shears, real quick. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're not great when you're running from wolves. No, that's absolutely true. That is absolutely a problem. Also, as a forewarning, bears can climb ladders now, in case you didn't know. That's a change they made. Ladders are no longer bear-proof. So don't expect the ladders to save you anymore. Oh, good. You made it back on there, General Efficiency. Did you have fun in server timeout, apparently, from your computer deciding to not survive Vintage Sword for some reason? Which is weird. Your computer shouldn't be, like, that out of date, man. Like, Shouldn't be having those kinds of problems with vintage story. I mean, I say that. My computer's, like, lagging out on me here. Alright, this is not the most hammer-efficient way of doing this, but this will work. Carry a stack of small stones and pillar up. Yeah, no, that's a great way to do it. Pillaring up is completely a viable tactic. Some people give that, like, a bit of criticism. No, I've seen pillaring up save people's lives way too many times to criticize it. So, like... Alright, so what do I want to make next? Oh yeah, this I love the sling. This, like, when I was playing on our last server, I was playing Malefactor primarily. Sling was my favorite weapon. Like, I used the sling constantly. Safe to say my fishing has kept everyone... Yep. Your fishing and my wife's fishing both. They're general efficiency. I'm surprised we have fish left in the ocean with the amount you two have been fishing. Alright. There we go. And you can make a landmine field for the bear to run through. Oh? They mean with the sling by throwing all the rocks? Because for some reason they still count as weapons even after they've landed on the ground. No? Okay. By hand. Alright. I'm listening. Oh, you mean by throwing them by hand? Yeah, you can do that. That's true. But everything else said. Okay. Cool. So I'm mostly on the same page. Got it. But yeah, no, I love the sling, and I've definitely gotten to throwing rocks a lot. Because one, rocks are cheap. And if you're like me and ended up doing a lot of mining anyways, you're going to have them. So that's just free ammunition to throw at wolves and bears and even drifters and bowtorn. Losing my heat. No. Must maintain the heat faster. Must forge faster. Yeah, and if you miss and it doesn't break, it'll still damage them when they get near it. Yeah, yeah. It's great. It is fantastic. And it has a very satisfying kind of like artillery-like lob to it. Try and finish this side before it loses its temp. Well, we're still at a workable temperature, so we're alright for now. Toss a stack or two around your house at night before storms. Oh, that's an interesting concept. I haven't thought about doing that. That's actually kind of a good idea. Let's see here. The Rusty Shell mod is wacky because why do I need a machine gun for drifters? Cannon for sure. What? Are you talking about one of the gun mods there, General Efficiency? Gotta hurry it up. I'm almost out of temp. Alright. There we go. Got it. Whew. Just barely finished that. When I'm out traveling, I will carry crocks of food around sometimes. I'm trying to think if there's any other tools I really want to make right this second. I think I'll just save this other ingot. Actually, I've only got like half an hour of fuel left. Yeah, I'll save this other ingot. Yeah, if I'm out like traveling for a distance, I will absolutely carry them around. All right, there we go. Hello, Botorn. I'm definitely getting some lag here. I am using a couple client-side mods. Sure, go ahead and get, share away. I'm always up for learning new strats. There you go. Yep, got another Botorn. Come on, Botorn. Come on. This lag needs to stop. There you go. There we go. Alright, first. Oops, a lot of lag right there. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Like the Stark motto, winter is coming and flax takes time for decent clothing repair. So as soon as possible, I make a reed chest, take off all my clothes. You know, that's actually ingenious. I hadn't thought about that one. That's actually kind of a genius thought right there. Does this care about wood types? No, it does not care about wood types. Excellent. That lets me use up that extra plank. Go. Saves the durability for winter. Provides extra inventory while exploring. That's, yeah, I mean, I can totally see the valid tactic in that. Like, without question. That's 100% a great idea, tactically speaking. Carry the cooking spot instead. It makes sense. That one I can understand. And when I am traveling distance, long distance, I do carry a cooking pot. Like, it's always part of my, like, travel kit. Yeah, an empty crock is worthless. A cooking pot is not. No, that is absolutely 100% true. So, both of those are completely valid and kind of ingenious strats. I heard a wolf somewhere. Where did that wolf go? I heard you. Yeah, exactly. No, you're completely right on that cooking pot. Is it just a wolf down in the pit over here? No, there's a pig down in the pit. Oops. Are you trying to, like, run from me? Are you trying to run at me? I feel bad about this. I feel bad about that, but sorry, little wolf pup. I'm not playing with any of the mods. We're you can like grow up to be a real wolf and be a pet. Hello. Found your parents though. Come on. Come on. Into the pit, please. Come on. Oh, good. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. I earned that one. But at least I got the wolf in the pit. Oh, goodness. And normally I would have. The only reason I didn't in that case is because it was where it was located. Nope. Alright, let me go get my ladders. Yeah, I'm trying to get back down in there to get my stuff. By the way, there's a wolf over there next to Leaf's house. Give me a second. I'm gonna go grab my my rope ladders real quick. I should probably also quit carrying around my prospecting pick when I'm not mining. That'd probably be smart. Yeah, but no, it's a good idea to save them. That's part of the reason we have the whole like pit thing going on here. This is so we can like trap bears and wolves. Alright, first things first. Let me do this. There you go. If you can jump from the dirt onto the fence, then rabbits can too. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Pardon me, general efficiency. Okay, just seeing which spot was going to be my best spot to put down the ladder. Come on, let me onto the ladder, please. Got most of my stuff. Are they dead? Did you kill them? Did you kill them, general efficiency? Oh, you killed them. Alright. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Alright. Well, I guess we'll harvest them up then. What am I doing? I'll just do it. I'll just use my rope ladders and go do it that way. I mean, it is the point of the kill pit. But yeah, no, it makes sense about the rabbits, though. I hadn't thought about it too much. But that's also part of why, you know, I always fence it in, and I also never put dirt next to the fence. You know. I'll occasionally even go, like, too high. Just to keep the rabbits out, because the rabbits will absolutely devastate your crops if you're not careful. That was a problem we actually had on the previous server. My wife and I, when we were building our farm, is the rabbits kept just destroying our crops. It took me forever to get it fenced in properly. Let's go this way. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put these bones and all away. Then I'll have to go steal General Efficiency's boat or something and go over to the Lime Island. Get some limestone. And that's your bones. Go. Put the rest of this downstairs. Yeah, no. And it's also gotten to the point now where rabbits aren't the only ones that will go after your farms either. Like, goats and things will as well. Take that out of there for now. Put that in there. Put the hides in there. There we go. I'll put the rendered fat over here. Not that the rendered fat needs to be stored in the cellar, but, you know, makes me feel better about it. 2 peat should be enough. Yeah, no, I've definitely seen where rabbits have destroyed people's farms, including my own. You can apparently breed them to some extent too, but I've never successfully set up a rabbit breeding operation. I'm gonna put this plate in there for now. I will put the shears there. Alright, that's mostly cleaned up my inventory for the most part. Don't really need the worm grunter right now. And I don't need the pickaxe right this second. I do need to reorganize my hotbar. There we go. And then, where's my small bone pile? There it is. Server I played on used a mod once that added new animals. One of them was chipmunks, and they were horrible to try and keep out. Oh, I can imagine. Oh, God, that sounds awful. Like, I've seen chipmunks in real life. They're super cute. But, my God, I would hate to try and keep them out of a farm. I didn't. Okay, server, I need you to let me open the thing. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna eat my stew real quick. And go grab a little... Okay, that's already empty then. Okay, so let's carry that around. Alright. So I think what I'll do is I'll chop down my extra tree here. And before I cut down my extra tree, I'll do the thing I should always do, which is prune the tree. And great, thank you. Like my hay bales. There we go. Oh, so since you're a veteran of Vintage Story, have you seen like some of the announcements about some of the changes they're considering for 1.23 on the Discord there about the armor changes? You're gonna make me keep going back and forth, aren't you? Thing. Well, Leaf's on. Leaf's another member of the community. I use those for doors until I get a saw or find one in a ruin. Oh yeah, same. That's the same thing I do. Hay bales, like the best new door. You know, for starters, just because it's so easy to dig through them by hand if you need to. They also actually work great for a cellar door, even late game, because they block more sunlight than a regular door. Yeah, so basically the idea that they're talking about is they're going to add layers to the crafting system for the armors. So basically when you craft your armor, you'll craft it in layers. So you'll have like a padding layer, and then you'll have like a chainmail layer type thing, and then you'll have like a plate layer on top of that, so that you can kind of customize how your armor is made, um, without having to add extra armor slots. So you'll have the same number of armor slots we're used to, but you can still customize it a good bit to get the feel of the armor that you want. Man, I did not get any like seeds out of that whatsoever. That's kind of annoying. Yes. So I'm gonna need more. Alright, let's go look for another birch. I'm very interested to see it. It was apparently I get the impression it was inspired by the what's the name of that mod? Is it like Combat Enhanced or Enhanced Combat or Combat Expanded? I've never used the mod, but I know several people have. Combat Overhaul. Thank you, General Efficiency. Because apparently the dev for Combat Overhaul is now one of the official devs for the game. I didn't know that. But congratulations on that. I mean, I've heard great things about the mod. I've just never tried it. Like, it's apparently very popular. Oh, there's a wolf. When we changed over, that's the first thing you ask Leaf when we change over. Hey Leaf, are you lurking in the stream so you can hear me talk, or are you just in the server? We'll know in about a second. I don't think he's lurking the stream. I'm more interested in expanded foods and alchemy and farming mods. No, that's completely fair. Like I like expanded foods and I like culinary artillery. Okay, Leaf's gonna come lurk in the stream. Awesome, welcome to the stream, Leaf. And it looks like they're having trouble with expanded foods. Like the devs who are working on that are working on getting it updated right now. To answer your question, Leaf, yeah, I want to add the rivers mod and some of the other terrain mods. I'm old, my reflexes aren't as fast, so combat's always terrifying. Yeah, I get that. Oh, got raspberry bushes. I'm gonna take the cuttings. Give me them raspberry bushes. So that's actually part of the discussion I need to have with the community there, Leaf. Is we can get those mods, the ones that do a bunch of world generation stuff, like Terra Petty and rivers and all that. I'm totally fine with all that, but we'll probably have to restart if we do that because we'll have to recreate the world. I don't know that we'll be able to import this save into that mod setup, if that makes sense. That's a random pillar down there. But yeah, no, I tend to prefer ranged combat when I can in this game, personally. Back to the combat discussion. But yeah, no, I'm looking actually at a alchemy mod for the modded server we're going to set up. I'm also looking at a bunch of like mods that encourage like traveling and stuff. There's going to be some combat mods though, because I'm going to add some extra like creatures. Like I'm going to add like Feverstone Wilds. I'm going to add the fantasy creatures mods, just because I like some of the fantasy creatures being in the game. No. I'm also going to add like the Seafarer mod to add a bunch of like ships and stuff, and the shipwright mod. And I'm going to add some trade mods, which do things like adding bounties to the merchants, where they basically will post bounties of items and things they're looking for and what they're willing to give you in exchange for those items. To really encourage people to go and visit like the merchants and stuff and travel around. Yeah, it does have nice dragons to fight. I was also considering adding the Draconis mod so that people could also get some variety of tamed dragons to fly and ride around on. Again, to help encourage the whole like travel thing and exploration. Here we go. Got a tree I can harvest. I am just having no luck with getting seeds tonight. Well, see, that's kind of the idea, Leaf, is so that if people want to do spread out and have like their own islands and their own area set up, that we'll be able to do that with not necessarily easy travel, but like, not crazy hyper time consuming travel. Or, even people who feel like living a nomadic lifestyle can. Like, if you want to set up a ship to kind of just live on, you can, kind of a deal. Yeah, the game definitely needs more quests, and there's mods that add it, so that's sort of what I've been looking at. It's because one of the mods, the Seafarer mod, specifically actually adds quests to the game, because one of the things you have to get for it is a quest UI, or a quest system, kind of a thing. But yeah, no, I agree with the whole game needs more quests and stuff. Alright, how much do I have now? So, needed 12 for the main. And then for the 4, I need how many? I just need 2. Okay, so that should be enough to make a raft. Alright. Yeah, it's going to be... That's kind of my goal. And I'm waiting to get more feedback from the community, because originally my plan had been to just take the save from this game that we're currently using and move it over. What is that? Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, so it's the Seafarer mod is the one that does that, and the bounties mod is the one that adds bounties to the traders, where they post quests and stuff. That's a bear. I'm not going over there. That was a bear. Okay, bear did not notice me. Another thing that bugs you is this. They made a huge deal about adding sailboats. Okay, I'm waiting for this. That yeah, like, so they did make a huge deal about adding a sailboat. So I love the sailboat. I think that's part of the reason I'm going to add the shipwright mod to the servers to get even more boats, basically. And the Seafarer mod adds more function to boats. Like, for example, one of the things the Seafarer mod adds is the ability to use your storage vessels on your boat. Default world gen. Oh yeah. No, default world gen settings are not good for sailboats. The world gen settings I've been experimenting with on my current recorded playthrough that I just started, I've got about 60% land cover, and the rest is ocean. And I'm looking at something similar for the server. to encourage the use of boats or other travel mechanics, basically. I was also considering using the Waystone mod that I used in our previous like heavily modded server, but it hasn't been updated, annoyingly. Oh, there goes Leaf. And the Waystone mod basically gives you like craftable teleport points that you can craft, and you can teleport in between the ones that are in range of each other. But it's got a limited range. It's only like 5,000 blocks or something. So it's not like you can teleport from one end of the Earth to the other. And I thought about bringing that one back. But it's not been updated, and I'm also not sure if I want to include that with all the other travel methods. Now, the raft from Primitive Survival is pretty good. Alright, let's see here. So back to what I was working on here. I need some more cattails. You played with Waystones? Nice. I kind of liked it. I've heard about translocator engineering, and my one problem with translocator engineering, like, I love the concept of it, and I would totally use it. My one problem is that you have to destroy other translocators to kind of get the parts, is what I've heard. I don't know how I feel about that, because I kind of want to leave, like, the ones you find in the wild there. Oh, that is a vine. That is a rope just sitting there looking at me. All right. Am I out of cattails already? Oh man. Okay. I didn't think I'd run out of cattails. Well, shoot. Okay. Need more cattails. But maybe you can answer that from having played with translocator engineering. Leaf, why is it time to die? Because personally, like, being able to build your own translocator would be like the perfect sort of setup I would want. Oh, Leaf starved to death again. That's why Leaf died. It's okay, Leaf. We know you don't know how to feed yourself. Let's say you find 100 blocks east of your home and it only takes you someplace boring. I mean, you've got a fair point. Like, you're not wrong there. Break both and build your own. Yeah, okay. Alright. That's fair. Alright. I'll give you that one. Alright. One thing I should do. Let's see here. Is one, learn to right click on things. Two, I'm going to take this basket. Alright, and we're going to put this boot in here, all that. That can go in there. That can go in there. So can... Did I pick up fire clay? Oh, I put it in there. Okay. Look at these fish bones. There we go. There we go. Perfect. 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 Definitely feel like I'm hearing a shiver or something out here. Or is it just the rain? Might just be the rain. Anyone have one resin? I might have one resin, Leaf. Let me check. Yes, my love. My wife is signaling that it's time for me to go to bed. Nah, I'm out of resin, Leaf. Sorry. That and that. Oh, also, dear, I brought you some raspberry cuttings.
Okay.
They're down in the cellar. And if you're using better ruins, it adds many structures. that breaking few doesn't really matter. Yeah, I was gonna add better ruins, and apparently there's also one called dungeons that adds more dungeons in addition to the new procedural dungeons that they've added to the game. Well, I should say the first iteration of procedural dungeons that they've added to the game. There we go. There we go. The dungeon. Yeah, the dungeon. That is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. You use it. I've seen, so I watch Hardware Despair. I've seen him use it. The dungeon singular. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. There we go. All right. Yeah, and that's how I learned about that one. Like, I've known about Better Ruins for a little while. I've just never... I'm using it in my recorded playthrough series that I just started, but I've never tried it before then. But I intend to add it to the new server. Again, I want to encourage people to explore and do things. Alright. I have to find some food. Dear, I'm going to eat the house. I'm going to eat us at a house gnome. There we go. How much food we got? Oh, we still got plenty of food. Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's not as OP as it used to be, because that was one of the things I'd heard, is that it could be quite OP. I'm not super... Like, I'm one of those people that I'm not super worried about things being too OP. Yeah, like, I don't, stress about that kind of stuff too much, because I'm one of those that I'll let people play the game they want to play kind of a deal. But obviously I want to keep it fair, as well. Especially if I'm going to have multiple players on my server. Okay, there's a place where I can stuff my hay bales for now. Alright. And yeah, we're looking pretty good, I think. Yeah, it used to be for just giving us loot pinatas. Yeah, that's kind of what I'd heard as well. Is like you could basically skip like the entire like Stone Age just by going around and breaking the vessels and finding the storage chests in some of the better ruins dungeons or locations. Is you could find like an entire set of like tin bronze tools type stuff. But I mean, we found a couple like tin bronze things. Like we found some tools here, just looting the new procedural dungeons, which we've got two of right here in this area. Here, I keep forgetting this. So left click on this one. Like that was a procedural dungeon there, I believe, and then this one was one here as well. No, that was one that I didn't realize you built your chicken coop on top of the other procedural dungeon there, General Efficiency. It just now occurred to me that you built your chicken coop on top of it. I also kind of surprised those are the only ones we've like found around here, because there was like a bunch back over this way where we kind of started off. I'm not letting those animals get my chickens. There's a dungeon on your Lime Island as well. Okay. That's what I need to build the hat. Let's see here. That's what I want. My server owner is also a mod author, and one of their mods makes the Better Ruins structures more insanely OP. Oh? Yeah, I unfortunately am not a mod author. Well, I technically know how to code and things. I found out the hard way that being a developer and doing coding is just not for me, even if I know how to do it. Oh, would you like a fox-tailed hat, dear? Can also make the red trapper hat too. Hidden room with irony gets a purple heart, ebony wood, gold plates. Wow, that is kind of OP. Not gonna lie. All right, so I need that and knife. Okay, do that easy. Pick up another one real quick. Nope. There we go. Oh, we're gonna need some more plaques soon. There we go. That and knife, and we're gonna make 2 of these. There we go. All right, dear. In the chest for you when you get back on next is a nice foxtail hat.
Okay, cool.
Spawner that spits out double-headed drifters one at a time for easy temporal gear farming early on. Now that's a bit OP. That I won't lie about. There we go. There's that. One spawns 5 total. Wow. All right. Can I put these back down? Yes, I can. Okay. There we go. I don't use. Yeah, I wouldn't use that mod in solo either. Like, if I'm that worried about spawn location, especially solo, like on my current, so the series I'm recording and kind of just doing as a let's play slash follow my playthrough or whatever is a pull to pull adventure series that I used a realistic biome spawn on, so that there's one equator, one north pole, and one south pole. Um, and in that one, since I'm mostly focusing on the nomadic run to do that whole like traveling to the poles thing, I put in the mod that lets you set your last bed you slept in as your spawn point. If you're, instead of doing the whole like farming temporal gears thing or finding some way to easily farm temporal gears, yeah, yeah. So in that one, I ended up starting exactly center of the earth at you know 0, 0, x and y coordinate. So I started right on the equator, which is kind of cool, since I was in the middle of the desert. That's cool. So you head north in your adventures? Yeah, I'm trying to head north in my current playthrough, but I run into the problem of I hit ocean without a way to build a raft. So I haven't even figured that one out. Mostly because I haven't found a way to make rope. But anyways, I do think I'm going to probably have to call it there, though, because unfortunately for me, it is almost 11 p.m. in the evening, and I unfortunately have a day job that demands I show up and do work in the morning, as well as an 8-year-old that has his last day of school before summer break tomorrow, and I have to take him to that. Yeah, no, I haven't even found any vines on that playthrough yet. No, like I've searched all the trees, no vines so far. Like, and it's too deserty where I'm at to spawn cattails or even papyrus so far. So it's just been like, okay, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I'm heading a bit south in that playthrough right now. Oof, yeah, I don't get up at 5. I get up at 5:30, so I feel that. Right there with you. I sometimes get up at 5 when I really feel like I need to get up a bit early to make sure everything's ready. So, but thanks for hanging out. It's been great chit chatting. Yep, good night. And y'all have a great one. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. It's been fun streaming. This is just hanging out on the community server. Tomorrow night, I think we'll be back in Ambiotic Factor with the community. I've been trying to make my Friday nights my community night. So we'll catch you all later. Y'all have a great one.